So EA just put out a big patch, the first of Madden 25, where we're noticing some gameplay changes. This one comes with very notable changes to the defensive pass rush out of a couple of meta formations. You guys are probably no stranger to the formation known as the double mug. It's dominated college football since it came out in early July. It was the #1 meta in Madden 25, and the title update took a big old swing at the behavior associated with these formations. Now, the note that you guys will see in the patch notes, which I will include these pinned in the comment section below, is that they fixed an issue allowing a free rusher on a specific blitz setup out of the nickel 2-4 double mug and one out of the 3-2 overload. Now, we're not going to worry about the 3-2 overload here. This fix that they employed for the double mug is something that almost applies universally throughout the game in terms of how the offensive line is going to wedge against blitzes that have the same blitz angles for multiple defenders. So let's go ahead and take the field here and we'll show you guys what we're talking about. Make sure you guys are subscribed right here to my channel, as I'm going to keep you guys on top of the meta in Madden and how to counter it, and also on top of patch notes as you guys are seeing here in this video. Make sure that you guys are hitting that notification bell so you get notified of all the uploads here. I upload Monday through Friday in the mornings with shorts in the afternoons. So with this particular defense, what you were noticing is that a lot of players were going to crash their defensive line down. And what this does is it makes it so that the linebackers that are blitzing, as well as the two defensive tackles, both will blitz into the A gaps. To make matters worse, most players would also come down with their user and they would stand right here over the center to make the center's attention be directly on them. And in fact, if I pull up the block targeting for our pass protection, you see the center has a line pointed directly at the user. So what this does is it makes it so when they rush 4, you would have the 4 players rushing at the guards, only 2 guards to pick them up, and the tackles could not get down fast enough to pick this up. Now, when they send 6, obviously you still need 6 blockers. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to block the running back, and then we'll get into the 4-man setup here momentarily. But you're going to notice that when we actually snap the ball here against this, the offensive line is going to wedge down a little bit. But the problem is still, you will notice that the running back is going to be blocking the middle linebacker. So that's still a mismatch, but in terms of the offensive line, that A gap, a lot of times what you'll do when you block against the 6 is you'll just do a little bit of a slide protection, a half slide either direction, to make it so that they are able to pick up this blitz. So again, you see here when we send 6 against this, with them wedging over the middle. So when it comes to the 6-man pickup, it's not too bad. You can actually just go ahead and block the running back. And again, a lot of times you're going to get that guy straight through the middle. And if you have a bad blocking running back, they're going to get insta shed. But if you were to put in a better pass protecting running back, they're going to be able to hold their block a little bit better. The real issue with this defense existed when they used to send 4, not really so much 6. Sending 6 means you've got 5 in coverage. You know, a lot of times with this being a man-to-man, it just takes one guy getting open. It's when they were dropping coverage and then oftentimes turning this into, honestly, like a zone. You would see a lot of players that would do things like this and then just play this like a cover 3 defense. And these 4 guys would still come through the middle. But now when we go ahead and snap the ball, you're going to see that the offensive line like wedges down and picks it up way better with no slide protections at all. And I'll run this a few times. I'm not going to set up a crazy coverage shell here every single time. I'll just drop these guys into zones. And I'm going to stand right here and just kind of show you that, again, when we snap this ball, you see that the pinball effect of this blitz is not nearly as good. It's not going to come in with a 4-man rush nearly as well. So this is kind of the big fix, quote unquote. I still think that there's some behaviors that they need to tweak with the way that their full slides and half slides work. I will tell you that I do have a foolproof blocking system for this blitz on my strategy website, Gridiron Game Plans. I've been hard at work with this game since it's been launched, college football as well. Keeping you on top of the metas, this has been a major one that's been dominating, making it so offense is a little bit limited what you can and can't run, especially under center being nerfed by the mid blitz. Now we're going to have the ability to go back under center with this. So make sure you guys go check out Gridiron. I've got so much more content on the way. We're up over, I think, 40 vault tips, 3 game plans on the website already. And my game plans haven't been patched, by the way. So make sure you guys go check those out. But what we're going to be talking about here in just a moment is another defense that was fixed. I'm going to snap the ball one more time for you and just show that stock blocking on this is going to do a pretty good job. So you see nothing too crazy. You're not going to just have a guy coming through the A gap every rip. It's a nice little change. But this change also applied to the number 2 shell shed defense in the game, which is actually the 4-3 over. And you're gonna see that it's really the exact same blitz logic with this. They're gonna be pinching their line, crashing down. A lot of players spread their linebackers. And you see that when they crash down, you have the D tackles and the defensive ends both blitzing into those same A gaps. So a lot of times they take their user and they come down here and stand right here. If I just go ahead and snap the ball against this, you see that this wedges up really, really well. And I've got all day long to, make a read, scramble, whatever it is I want to do here on this. So there's really nothing to blocking the 4-3 over with this either. So a lot of players were originally going with this as their defense, and they would call a cover 2 or a cover 4 match, or they would Mabel their coverage out and, just switch stick around while this, would pinball. And this is no longer going to be the case. You're going to see here that you obviously have enough time to really make a read happen. This isn't just ending up in your lap right away. So a lot of these defenses that players run, including when they would run this with a pinch D line crash down, even when they blitz the user and come down, you would still notice that this would actually end up blocked. So again, much better blocking logic from the offensive line. This is a very good fix. It's going to bring back a lot of offenses that you otherwise couldn't run. We didn't used to be able to go under center in this game because of the fact that these guys would just come through the A gap right away and sack your quarterback, even when you're putting in slide protections and ID the mics and things like that. Now you guys can feel safe going back under center, which is going to bring a little bit more versatility to the game on offense. I know that defense is still in a weird spot. I know there's going to be a lot of you in the comments that are like, this is the only defense in the game and they nerfed it. I understand, I can sympathize, I can empathize, but there is a little bit more defense than most are willing to let on, especially because another patch note is that they nerfed the spin move. Now on 4th and 20, you don't have to worry about a drag and a spin move that's going to fake out your entire defense and pick up a first down. It's going to start to feel a little bit tighter on defense. And I think over time, y'all are going to really settle into something else that you really enjoy. There's a lot better blitzes, believe it or not, than mid blitz and the 4-3 over in this game. We just haven't needed to go to them. So that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys this afternoon with another YouTube short talking about the patch, and tomorrow with another long form upload. We'll see you then. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.